Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for joining. We were wondering what kind of audience we would have today based on the subject matter of a vapor-tight and utility wrap fixtures. They're not very sexy fixtures. Some of us thought that attendance would be quite low. Others thought quite high because there are very few of these products available in the market today utilizing LED technology. Today we will review, as your invite had stated, some new products by Maxlite, vapor-tight fixtures in 24 and 48 inches, and utility wrap fixtures, also 24 and 48 inches, utilizing LED technology. Utility wraps, they're a cost-effective LED. These products are using the latest LEDs and do meet the latest safety codes for residential multi-family buildings as well as parking garages, workshops, and so on. These vapor-tights are engineered for a great light distribution and IP66 housing and rated to meet about 10-foot candles at 8-foot height installation, so exceeding fluorescent technology. The details of the products on the vapor-tight, as I said, are both in 2 and 4 foot. These housings utilize a stainless steel specification grade clasp to hold the lens in place. As many of you probably know, it's usually a plastic type of clasp that holds the lens in place. They generally deteriorate due to heat and UV over the years. This product does have a dimming option available. It's a non-occupancy sensor dimming option available. These have back knockouts for mounting on the back, also has side knockouts if you have the type of installation where the power goes through one fixture into the next. And these do have a quite a high CRI for an outdoor LED product with a CRI that's 83 plus. So certainly to compete with the fluorescent technology. Now, as I said, these come in both 24 and 48 inch lengths, and the wattages available are 20, 28, 35, and 45. Do note that the 20 watt is not available in the 48 inch length, and also that the 45 watt is not available in the 24 inch length. The lumen outputs, as we have both 4100 and 5000 Kelvin, as you know, the cooler the color temperature, generally the higher the efficacy. All of these products are pushing 90 lumens per watt. The 20 watt lumen output between 1700 and 1850. The 35 between 2975 and 3220, and the 28 watt between 2340 and 2575. That is all in a 24 inch package. Now on the 48 inch, on the 4 foot option, the 28 watt is between 2340 and 2575 lumens. The 35 is 2975 to 3220. And the 45 watt 48 inch unit, 3500 to 3800 lumens. 3800 delivered lumens in a 5000K is on par or exceeds fluorescent. Some applications, as noted, tunnel lighting, car washes, canopy parking garages, as well as interior-exterior parking garages. With an IP66, you have quite a variety of options for this product. I also want to say before I leave the vapor-tight and go on to the utility wrap that because we know that, well, let me say that with traditional light sources such as fluorescent that we're replacing here, one is visiting that fixture about every 20,000 hours or so to replace a lamp or two. And it's generally expected that when those lamps are replaced, there's a wipe down of the lens in the fixture to maximize the light output. As LED has such an extraordinary long life, and we're talking here very conservative 50,000 hours, and at that point you're looking at about 25 to 30% depreciation, so a very, very long life even to get to 50% depreciation. And there'll be no one visiting this lens to clean it off. So what we have done is we took all the diffusing ribs on the lens and we put them on the inside. And what this does is it allows only a smooth surface on the lens so that no dirt, dust, and other particulates can accumulate. So again, this lens is smooth to the touch and shall stay clean for an extraordinary long period of time. We are using a polycarbonate lens with the ribbing on the inside, as I mentioned. The body itself is a one-piece non-corrosive white glass reinforced polyester body, and the LED source is protected against water and dirt and the like. It does meet the 10-foot candles from an 8-foot installation, which is considered a standard for parking drive lanes and the like. Thermally, we have, as always, as a standard practice by the Maxlite engineering department, is we have overdone it. If this product was placed in a typical installation, the thermals would be well below the threshold, and if it was placed in a rather high heat application, it is likely that it will survive without any negative impact on that conservative 50,000 L70 light. The lenses are impact resistant, polycarbonate lens, that is correct. As I mentioned also, it is an IP66 rating, so you can use these pretty much anywhere. Color uniformity for these products are ensured, as we're only using LM80 chips and only very specific bins, which ensures your color uniformity throughout the life of the product. These are a universal voltage driver as a standard in 120 through 277 volt. And as an option, we do have available step-down transformers for 347 and 480 volt. Let's talk about the utility wraps. These products are designed with a housing that is identical to the fluorescent housing, as these are generally installed in stairwells and public housing, condominiums, and other public and private buildings. The look is pretty much ensured to match exactly with the fluorescence. So if you want to do spot replacements as the ballasts fail or as the lamps fail in those old T12 versions, you would have a product that matches those that are still fluorescent. Like the VaporTite, these do have a back-end knockout as well as side knockouts for those cases where you're running conduit through the fixture. These fixtures are damp rated, also a high CRI of 83 or higher. And of course, we have an optional occupancy sensor where we can do high-low or off and on. That you would want to let us know when you're placing the order, and we could mount the motion sensor for you. These are post-painted. In other words, they're electrostatic paint that's pre-assembly and after the metal has been formed. So there are no edges without coating, and where the welds and the like are have all been coated, minimizing the opportunity for rust, corrosion, and the like. As I mentioned, the main applications for these are stairwells, and with the high-low occupancy option, you can have it to where it's at, say, 50% light level when there's no occupancy, and when someone enters the staircase, it jumps up to 100%. You'll also have the option for off and on occupancy sensors, so the lights are completely off until occupancy is sensed, and then it goes to 100%. I want to share with you the lumen package for these products. Again, also available in 41 and 5,000 Kelvin. In the 24-inch size, we have 20 watt at 1700 to 1850 lumens, and we have a 28 watt that's 2340 to 3220 lumens. And in the 48-inch size, the 28 watt is 2340 to 2575 lumens. The 35 watt option is 2975 to 3220, and the highest output we have available is the 45 watt and 48 inch in 4100 Kelvin at 3500 delivered lumens, and at 5000 K 3800 delivered lumens. We're looking at efficacies between 81 and 89, so very, very high efficiency here. As I mentioned earlier, it is a one-piece housing. It has a full-length diffuser. It's not one of those 2- or 3-piece diffusers that you have to assemble on site or unassemble to change the bulbs. Thermally, this product is using the entire housing as a heat sink, which is overkill, more or less. And also, we are assuming this product is mainly going to be installed in environmentally controlled environments. We do not have an 8-foot version of either the utility wrap or the VaporTite LE, but if you have a demand for it, certainly you should speak up through your inside sales, and they know the proper channels to get to the product management and get this on the drawing board. This product is damp rated. It can be mounted both on the back, on ceilings, or wall surfaces. This is also the very conservative 50,000 L70 life, and also a universal voltage driver that's 120 through 277. The accessories for the VaporTite are limited to just the motion sensor option. The polycarbonate lens, as well as the stainless steel clips that hold the lens in place, are standard. The utility wrap options are also the occupancy sensor, as well as a wire guard, which is available for both the 24 and the 48-inch versions. I want to remind all of you and mention to many of you who have joined us for the first time today that Maxlite has a very extensive utility rebate finder built at Maxlite.com. There's a link for it from the front page. With this utility finder, you choose your state, then you choose your individual utility for you or your customer, and a drop-down menu shows all of the products that are available for that rebate, as well as the amount of money and the forms that you need to complete for the utility in order to get that rebate. Emily, I see you have a question. Yes, these have knockouts like the VaporTite, both on the back and the sides. So you can bring your power in from the ceiling or the wall, or you could bring your power in from one side of the fixture and then out the other side of the fixture to go to the next fixture. Great question. Thanks for asking. Besides the Maxlite Utility Rebate Finder, which is a great resource for you to know at least not only what Maxlite products are available for rebate and how much, but the fixture types that are available. We have also updated our return on investment calculator that also has a link from Maxlite.com front page. Not only have we sharpened it up, made it a little more easy to use, a little better interaction, but we've added a link. You click the link, and we will send to you via email a complete report for that ROI calculation that you had just entered. Lee Sheldon from Northern California asks us if emergency backup is available. Lee, Maxlite has not marketed it that way, but certainly it is compatible with the battery backup options that Maxlite has available for other products, and very likely compatible with the battery backup options that your distributor customers are stocking. Certainly you can utilize Maxlite engineering for the wiring for that in the field in advance to your purchase or when the installers are ready. Great question, Lee. Thank you. Maxlite webinars such as this are all posted at Maxlite.com as well as the YouTube channel. And many of you are recurring visitors to these webinars, and we greatly appreciate it. We do want to, however, inform you that Maxlite does do custom webinars for our customers, our distribution customers, our contractor customers, our ESCO customers, as well as their customers. So anytime that you would like to have a private webinar for you or your customers, feel free to contact me directly, gmurphy@maxlite.com, or contact your inside sales manager who can arrange that for you as well. These webinars are completely educational, are available for thorough education on Maxlite products, as well as lighting in general, LED technology in general, and other energy-efficient lighting technologies in general. So we can customize that training session for you and be happy to buy you lunch as well. So contact me at gmurphy@maxlite.com or your inside sales. We know your time is valuable. We try to make these webinars as informative as possible, as short as possible, so that your time could be spent earning money for your companies. We greatly appreciate your time today. We will leave the session open for a few more minutes in case any of you want to type your questions in. Thank you all for coming. Really appreciate it. Have a great day.